are going to be hopefully making your new favorite keto dinner item of the week, if it all just doesn't fall apart. In the past, we've done different hacks that are kind of like shawarma hacks. We also did like a gyro hack in parchment paper that turned out really well. You guys seem to really enjoy that. So when I saw this video, I said, we're gonna try this next because I've never been successful at it. It's a tower of meat. I've tried this in the past and it was a disaster. And that was like maybe 6-7 years ago, way before I got all of the experience that I do running this channel. So now I should come into it with more experience, and so this should be a success. Subscribe, please. 50% of you are not subscribed. Why? We can see that. It's free, it's just clicking a button, but it helps us on YouTube, it helps to grow our audience, etc.
Charlie, stop it!
Okay, so this is what inspired me. It's by Sivan's Kitchen. She marinades some chicken and then cooks it like that. And it's supposed to create this crispy shawarma. It'd probably last you several meals. And you could probably do this with a bunch of different types of meat. I've seen people try to do this with al pastor as well, with pineapples or whatever. And so I think that's where I went wrong. I put a pineapple on top and a pineapple on the bottom, and it just all fell over into the oven. Today is different though, okay? So you're gonna be needing onions bigger than these.
This is all we got. So.
Yeah, so we might have to like Frankenstein this together.
Use one for the
bottom. For the top and one for the bottom, maybe.
You want enough to hold it upright. It has to have enough weight.
But we should probably get started with our marinade, which is like olive oil, lemon juice, hot pepper paste, which I did not read. And so I looked up what is a good substitute for hot pepper paste, and it said that sriracha is a good substitute for that. So that's what we're gonna be using. Garlic, salt, pepper, shawarma seasoning. That's what we're gonna start to do. Olive oil, lemon juice. This takes too long.
Just make sure there's no seeds in there.
I know.
I have a lemon juicer.
I have it under control.
We have tools that you can use to help you.
Well, by the time I get it out of the drawer.
It would have taken 1 second to get out of the drawer.
I realize that now. Close enough.
Going.
Sriracha, 1/4 of a cup because we don't have bread.
That's a lot of sriracha, are you sure?
It's 2 pounds of meat, relax. Okay. 3 garlic cloves. It's about this much, just a guess. Salt, pepper. I'm trying to have a nicer disposition. How's it working?
You look deranged.
Thank you. Shawarma spice. I don't think that 1 tablespoon is enough.
I don't think so either.
1 and a half. We like lots of spices.
We're keto. It's all we have.
Smells good. Wow, smells great. We're gonna add in 1 pound of chicken thighs, and I'm just gonna kind of.
Well, we can always do that last. Just put the chicken in there.
I feel like I have to cut this, so.
Kind of making thin, long strips, so that we can layer the meat on top of the skewers.
Just want to make sure everything's covered. We are just gonna let this marinate for a bit. Sarah and I have some other stuff we have to do.
I do?
Yeah. We have to work on the Facebook page. Emily and Sarah, if you guys have not followed it yet, please do. Okay, we're gonna let this sit. We preheated the oven to 400 degrees. That's gonna take a while to heat up. We've soaked some skewers in water. I heard that helps to keep them from burning. She uses a bigger onion than we do. So I think I want to cut it at its biggest point.
No, just to make it flat. I mean,
to make it flat. This is gonna be the base.
Do you need to peel it?
I mean, I would. Here's our base. I'm getting nervous already. You make a stand.
What?
Yeah, what do you think this is?
You snake a stand.
You make a stand.
Oh.
Here's our meat stand, right? Now we're gonna start putting on our...
What? Shouldn't the pointy side be up, right? How are you supposed to get the meat on there then?
I don't know.
So you're gonna layer the meat, the chicken.
Sarah can't be right about anything. Layer the meat.
Emily would hate for me to be right about something.
Right, exactly. We're gonna layer on the pieces so they're kind of like...
staggered?
Right, and stable, okay?
I mean, it just needs to stay upright. That's the scary part, okay?
You ever seen how they build cakes? They put the dowels in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing here. Sure.
Now we need a topper?
Yep, and I don't think this is fit. I don't think this is gonna fit. So I'm just gonna use the top of this one at the same level. Should we put more skewers in? No. Yes, no.
No, I think it's fine.
Okay, we're probably going to stick a thermometer inside to make sure it gets up to temperature, but 400 degrees. And then you could go in and take some of the juice if you have a brush and just kind of
there will be juice there.
Baste it a couple times throughout, but I'm feeling positive. Bye-bye. So 60 minutes, we will baste it a couple times. We'll show you how it's looking. I have high hopes.
So it's only been in there for like
3 minutes and we're already...
No, 3 minutes. It's been a little, so it was in preheating. Right? So it's already dark at the bottom. I think that we need to move up the rack. Maybe it's too far, it's too close to the heat.
The top of the skewers are just as burnt, so it's not that. Let's just leave it. We're gonna keep it on high. It's only been 5 minutes, so maybe this is just the initial burning off period. That's what my husband would say when the house is filling with smoke. We'll check back in.
So I actually did decide to go ahead and move it up 1 notch because I felt like it was too low. So I'm hoping this will help a little bit with the intense heat, because I believe that my kitchen oven, it heats from the bottom up. There's a lot of heat at the bottom. I don't know.
It's been 15 minutes and I just read further instructions to say that if it's needed, put half of a cup of water at the bottom of the pan, maybe to prevent the burning. We'll see.
Emily can't talk at the same time. She's just basting it in a little bit of the marinade that we
How do I get the back
made.
side?
Just be careful. Yeah, don't do that. Forget the back side. Don't hurt yourself.
I got it. 30 more minutes. More work than I thought it would be.
Charlie is concerned. It's okay, honey. We're gonna be okay.
Help! I feel like it's starting to lean. Did you know that in Chicago we have our own leaning tower of pizza?
Niles, Illinois.
If anybody lives in this area, there's literally a life-size, is it life-size?
I think it is, yeah.
The Leaning Tower of Niles, Illinois. I don't know why I'm talking about that right now, but I
Okay.
feel like it's not ready because we were opening it and basting it and
It needs some
bothering it. It needs more time. 10 more minutes?
Yeah.
This is taking a lot longer than I thought. By the way, we should probably talk about like what we're serving this with. We're gonna be going with low carb tortillas. We are going in with some of this toum, which is like garlic dip. A lot of people use tahini, but people are like, that's not for chicken. That is for beef.
Okay, didn't know that.
So, I mean, the woman in the thing was like, do what you like. Use what kind of sauce
Right.
you like. We're like that too. I saw this and I got some because I thought it would go good with
Just garlic,
the chicken.
pretty much.
It's like emulsified garlic. We're gonna do some toppings like pickles, onions, tomato. Some people will wrap it like a burrito and then fry it, but we're not gonna go through all that because I'm afraid that our tortillas are not gonna be big enough to survive. If you had something bigger that was low carb, you could use that. We just didn't have anything on hand. We're about using what you have.
We had a disaster. It fell. Okay. Well.
60. 61. Close enough.
Well, you put it back in.
No! 62. 62.
We had to,
62. 162.
no, we have to put it back in.
No! We can't put it back in.
Yes.
Oh, here. 166.
Make sure you cook your chicken to 165 at least.
Parts of it are 185. Believe me, I am a chef.
Yeah, right. Oh. That one looks suspect. I don't know.
It's thigh meat.
We're gonna be honest, Emily. We probably should have. We have to cook it more. So I think we're gonna shred all of it and then put it in a pan and fry it up just to cook it
So it's
through.
extra dry.
I mean,
Ugh.
we're just gonna be safe about it and pan fry it. A lot of the outside is cooking. You know, when it's on a spit, it would spin and it would cook more and more and more as it is. You know, I just think that we should just continue on shaving it off, and then we will fry it up in a pan.
I want to cry. I mean, I don't really know how that middle piece at the bottom would ever get cooked through.
I mean, it was pretty low to the onion. You would have thought
Yeah.
it would have done something, but it's cooked.
Might as well just cook it in a pan.
It's all about the hack and seeing if it was easy or not.
And it was not. All right, let's do a nice
dollop.
dollop of toum. Oh yeah, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. How about one on each side? See, green onion, some red onion, tomato. Lovely. Okay, we're gonna go downstairs. We're gonna try the shawarma hack.
Everybody, Emily has something to say. What?
I forgot.
It was groundbreaking.
This went as well.
I have.
if you marinated it and just fried it in a pan, it would probably be the same or easier. So,
I mean, it's a cool look, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we went to the Mexican place in Fulton Market, and they had something like this, and it came out and it was, they flambéed it or whatever, and it was on fire, and then they cut it, and it's like a show. And I think that is what you want when you do something like this. Is like you want to bring out to the table and then cut them off. The thing is that when we're filming, Emily gets a little impatient when there's like hours and hours that go by. So, how are the flavors though? I think that's the more important part of it.
it's really good. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
All the toppings, the toum, very
Flavors
garlicky.
all there. I sliced up the onion that was on the bottom and kind of put it in the pan to kind of fry up, and I think that's a nice touch there too. You just need to leave it in there longer.
Right.
It takes a lot of time. You have to marinate the chicken. You have to stack it. You have to cook it for an hour plus. So it's not a hack like that.
That's easy.
You have a little dripping. No, it's still there. I could have left it there. I'm a nice person.
It's funny because the first layers, I was like lying to myself. This is the color of the dark meat. And then
As we got deeper.
yeah, I was like,
see, when it's in a spit in like a gyro place, right? A gyro place. It's like cooking on a spit and it's rotating. The new meat's getting exposed.
Yeah.
It's cooking in a rotational thing. It says they don't cook all of the meat all the way through. They let the spit spin and it cooks it. So we're trying to cook it all the way through.
it's not dry either.
It's not dry, no. But maybe a good part of it is if it's a little under, just saute it in a pan until it's cooked through.
Right. But this is like at least, a couple of meals worth.
Wow.
If you're 2 pounds of chicken, it makes a lot. So
Yeah, the flavors are all there. The technique, we had a little issues. Like usual. I mean...
I thought I'd get to the point in my career where I would, just be more seamless about everything.
That's not what we do here.
Right.
Practicality instead of perfection.
That sounds something like a loser would say.
If you guys like this video, please subscribe. We'd love to have you. And YouTube seems to think you're gonna like this video, so why don't you click on it and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Emily. And
And we're at the Keto Twins saying,
Yeah.
what happened there at the end? It just like deflated like a balloon.
Yeah.